in front of a standing room only crowd. This joint is abuzz with activity. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Panik is someone I am excited to see. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
John Lackey will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does, but defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Eduardo Nunez heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here's a high pop-up. Bryant posts under it. 1 away.
In the second spot tonight.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
Brandon Belt will get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help anchor this attack, and he's been absent so far.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Lackey gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Rizzo will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. So a 1-2-3 first for John Lackey. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, how do they need to go about winning the National League pennant here at home?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at-bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Madison Bumgarner is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, well, guys, in his last start, he was throwing batting practice. He threw less than an inning. They had to pull him. Of course, he ended up getting the loss. Going to have to do a lot better in this one here.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield, we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Hence. Well, he doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic plays.
Dexter Fowler will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Ripped on the ground to first. Belt has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Stepping in, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. 2 down.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
.92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
The 0-1 on its way. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Chris Coughlin stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Pence. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
The shortstop,
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That last home run measured out to 405 feet officially. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Back goes Span, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
All right, that's already the 4th hit he's given up in this first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
Standing in now, number 40, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
John Lackey will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from the defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
From the stretch. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. The relay throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Buster Posey makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Lackey looks in. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Soler moves over. And that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Joe Panik stands in. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Denard Span will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. His guys are up 4-0. Strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, this is really turning into an onslaught now. I mean, you see it right there. 7 hits against him now. We're still just in the second inning. You want to at least give him a chance to work out of it, but at this point, I can't really see him turning this thing around.
Dexter Fowler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He reached on a single in his first try.
Chris Bryant.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Matt Cain is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, one away.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Chris Coghlan steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pagan is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The shortstop.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not, and he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Stepping in now, number 40. Shot toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. But they've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
John Lackey will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Hit hard towards center. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Jorge Soler gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Rocket to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We've played 2 full. Cubs lead it 9-0. Angel Pagan will start things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Lackey steps into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Coghlan is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
That 5-run inning broke this game wide open, so you can bet he'll be more free and easy out there on the mound. That's a nice job of getting that first out of the inning.
Connor Gillespie steps in now. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Zobrist is there. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Wow, that's just a heck of a play at short. Once this ball gets over the pitcher's head, it becomes a do-or-die play. And you can see him field this thing and then whip it over to first all in one motion, and he just does get his man by about a step.
Number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Cubs 9 and the Giants nothing. Number 64 will come in and pitch now.
For San Francisco, number 64.
And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Squared that one up just a little late. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Now foul tip held onto by Posey, and this will go down as a strikeout. Nicely done behind the plate.
0-2 count. They're coming with the fastball. He's geared up for it here, but he winds up just missing it as he foul tips it, and the catcher holds on.
Here's Javier Baez. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
The 0-1 pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Gillespie is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
That's something a lot of men suffer from. Fear of commitment. He can't make up his mind whether to swing at this pitch or not, so he tries to hold up, but it's too late as this turns into an easy little liner over to third.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 10-zip. Eduardo Nunez will in their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
With 1 away, here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Brandon Belt will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few. However,
hit to third. On it goes right through him into left field. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is in there. Buster Posey is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
In there, strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Coughlin on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. Chris Coughlin is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, Chris Conklin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Span. He can't get there as it falls in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The shortstop, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Number 40 will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a fastball's in there for strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. No one out with a runner at second. Bullet back up the middle. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. John Lackey will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows that this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
In there at the knees, strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
In is Jorge Soler. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as this lead got even wider. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Chris Bryant steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress.
Leading off for the Cubs,
John Lackey steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Javier Baez will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting.
And this is just a pitcher's way of making sure his infielders are awake out there. First pitch of the inning, and this ball's hit pretty hard. But as you can see, he doesn't have that far to go to pull it in.
Chris Bryant steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A two. His first homer so far in the series as they just continue to pour it on here.
The left fielder, number 8, Chris Coughlin.
Into the box, Chris Coughlin. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
The shortstop.
Digging in, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
High and deep to right center field. Span ranging back. Gone! So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. His first homer here in the series as the blowout continues. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Four runs here in this half inning. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And there to take it in his Pence, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
John Lackey will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Push to the right side. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Jorge Soler will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Out in front of it, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Another good inning for Denard Span will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Lackey's ready. Here it is on 1-0. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Swing and a missed good pitch, and it's full now, 3-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. To first. To the bag with himself is Rizzo for the out.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Angel Pagan will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Fowler has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but in the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Connor Gillespie will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the ninth. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Joe Nathan will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now to the plate, Dexter Fowler. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And a fine start to the inning for the Cubbies. It's a leadoff triple. Javier Baez is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 1 out and a runner on 3rd. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from 3rd. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Pagan. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but you can forgive him. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Aroldis Chapman will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Kelby Tomlinson will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 5. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Hunter Pence will step in. A ground-out victim as last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And I'll tell you, this is a great matchup. A couple of alpha dogs out there. That probably won't be the last fastball we're going to see.
And another foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Brandon Belt will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, they've done a really good job against this guy so far. And it's the first time in the series that they've held him without a hit.
And this is swung on and missed for strike 2. And now the Giants are down to their final strike.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And there will be joy in Wrigleyville tonight. Say it with me, folks. Holy cow, the Cubs are going to the World Series.
Boy, that's one happy bunch of guys down there right now. They are the National League champions, but they know they're not done yet. They've got one more big hurdle standing in front of them, but these guys are looking like they're going to be awfully tough to beat.
And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Chris Coughlin. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Championship Series on MLB The Show.
The winning pitcher is John Lackey. Loss goes to Madison Bumgarner. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute.